Mama told me when I was young, come sit beside me, yeah, my only son. Well, listen closely, yeah.
Glasses go. We're recording. There we go. Ready?
Hello, everybody.
No, put that shit down.
Why I can't do this?
No.
Why? Because I'm learning too.
We're just talking.
We're learning though.
All right. Starting off about 20 seconds. You want to introduce episode 13?
This is episode.
Wait. Let's get.
I can't talk, Mark.
All right. Well, I'm going to do it. Okay. We're recording. Put it up with it.
I think everybody knows what it is.
Right. Hey y'all, welcome to Skynyrd Shorts, episode 14. Can already tell you that episode 13 was one of our favorites, as well as one of the saddest.
Enjoyed doing it though.
But yeah, talking about Alan Collins was invigorating in a lot of ways, as tragic as it was. But tonight we thought we'd just jump out a little bit different. You know what? We're just going to talk about our favorite songs, record by record. We're only going to talk about the original 5. We're not going to do the live albums or First and Last or Gold and Platinum or any of the other things that came on after that. And remember, I only talk about Lynyrd Skynyrd through Ronnie Van Zant, Lynyrd Skynyrd, okay? Everything else is the tribute band, which is what they called their tour in '87. So, Joe, do you have favorite songs on all these albums, and what's the best?
Well, Pronounce is my first album, and I told you in an earlier episode, I listened to I Ain't the One every night. Would put me to sleep, I guess, every night. I love the guitar solos and riffs in this song. When it starts out, it just gets everything going for me. Of course, Give Me 3 Steps. It's a great song. I mean, it's the best story ever, right? I love Give Me 3 Steps. You know, and a lot of people are not high on Tuesday's Gone, but I really like Tuesday's Gone. I'm all about the song.
It introduced us to Billy Powell in a lot of ways.
And then you got Freebird at the end. And the original version of Freebird, the soft version, not the extra electric version, it's amazing to me.
Well, I got to tell you, my favorite song on the first record is the one that Al Kooper didn't want to do. Simple Man. It is Ronnie Van Zant, and we can talk about our favorite members of the band, but there's only one member. It's Ronnie Van Zant. He is Lynyrd Skynyrd in my mind, and Simple Man is Ronnie Van Zant. So that's where I have to go to. All right.
You got Nothing Fancy.
Their third record.
And you know, I think they said it was a little hurried, but there are some really good tracks that come off of here. I love On the Hunt. On the Hunt is one of my all-time favorite songs. Of course, Saturday Night Special. How can you argue with Saturday Night Special off this album?
That Ed King riff, right?
It's just amazing.
Wow. Yeah, it absolutely rocks. And that song has been in so many movies. It's pretty amazing, the longevity of that song.
But you want to talk about Ronnie Van Zant song? Am I Losing? Is a very, very poignant Ronnie Van Zant song because it's straight from his heart.
Oh my God, Am I Losing? Yeah, I mean, it's an absolutely beautiful song. I mean, I don't know. It's just something about that song that's just absolute killer. I wish I could think of words to describe how I think about that. But even at the end, Made in the Shade. And we have learned that Made in the Shade had something to do with Shorty Medlock.
Possibly.
Who used to say, you boys got it made in the shade, right?
Makes sense.
And Shorty Medlock, who I got to see live one time, opening up a Blackfoot show, he's kind of legendary too in the Lynyrd Skynyrd deal. You know, I know that Ricky was with him early on, and then of course later in the tribute band. But I think Made in Shades is kind of Ronnie by himself, which is kind of cool. But I would say my favorite song on the record's got to be Whiskey Rock-a-Roller.
It's a pretty good song.
Again, it's one of the few songs that Billy Powell gets writing credit on, right? And I don't know, just the thing that goes dun dun doo doo doo. It's very, very cool, isn't it? The rhythm of the song. So, okay.
Now, second helping, still the original boys here, and of course, Sweet Home Alabama. You know, how do you go away from Sweet Home Alabama? Working for MCA, it's their legend right there. That song right there opens up every show, and that's the song that they're built on.
So I'm gonna differ with you here. I think that there's two favorites of mine off this. I mean, you didn't mention Ballad Curse Low, but I Need You. I think I Need You is one of the songs that should go down, you know, because it's got the bluesy roots. It should go down as one of the greatest songs of all time, I think. When the feeling of I Need You is so personal, and Ronnie, I don't know, and I'm not sure what he wrote it about, but let's just say he was having problems in his marriage or his girlfriend or whatever it was at the time. Man, I Need You, it breaks your heart. It tells the story of every one of us who have been in that situation. I mean, do you think?
And actually, it was the B-side of Sweet Home Alabama 45.
I know that. How about that? But my favorite song on the record is Needle in the Spoon.
It's a great song.
And it really doesn't have anything to do with the message, because it's a great message. Once again, Ronnie, you know, he's trying to tell people, I guess he's trying to say, I have experience with this. Don't do this, right? But the music, the song, it's an Alan Collins song, right?
Yes, it is.
It's just the riff to Needle in the Spoon is absolutely fantastic. And once you get it in your brain, it never leaves. I mean, I would kind of sing it for you, but I can't sing very good. But it's spectacular. You didn't tell me your favorite song. Are you saying Working for MCA?
I think Working for MCA is my favorite song on there.
Needle in the Spoon.
Not that I have a favorite song all the time. Give Me Back My Bullets. Now, who can talk bad about Give Me Back My Bullets?
This is an easy one here. Let's see if he gets it right.
But Every Mother's Son.
Bingo!
Is a great
Bingo!
song. Everybody loves this song. I do as well. It is put together so well and so smooth that it's catchy.
It's spectacular.
It's
I mean,
catchy.
They play it live on the Old Grey Whistle Test, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's absolutely spine-tingling to me. Everything about that song, it's the perfect song.
But when you talk about Searching and Cry for the Bad Man and All I Can Do Is Write About It, oh my gosh.
Wait, you didn't even miss my second. You didn't even talk about it.
Well, there you go.
I mean, you really want to look at it? Double Trouble.
Double Trouble.
Trouble.
That's Ronnie Van Zant.
Oh my God. And that's where it came from, him being in jail or whatever, right?
Yep.
I love that song.
Wow, the Street Survivors. I mean, goodness. My Atlanta. What can you tell me about Street Survivors?
Yeah, I mean, where do you even start? Because, as I mentioned before, several of these songs were released to album-oriented radio that summer. And I remember sitting in our dining room where we had our big-ass stereo, you know how it used to be, when you open up and the record player was there and all that stuff. I would just literally sit in front of it, listening to WKIR 104 FM in Jackson, Tennessee, waiting for one of these songs to come back up again. I mean, they were playing That Smell that summer, and I want to think they were playing What's Your Name, right? That summer. They stood out above all of the songs that were going on at that time. I mean, at that time, I think Point Blank was kind of big in Jackson. I think maybe Blackfoot. When did Strikes come out? Was that 77 or 78? I don't remember. Anyway, that summer, there was nothing but me. But those two songs for Street Survivors. And then the record comes out. Of course, the tragedy happens. And then it gets better. The songs get better than those two, because those weren't the best two songs. What do you think?
Well, all these songs you can listen to over and over and over. I Know Little was one that always stuck out to me, because it was Steve, it was Ronnie, and it's just an amazing song.
You hadn't hit it yet. I mentioned it in an earlier episode.
I know.
I'm trying to give you the answer.
I don't know. You like One More Time. I like Ain't No Good Life. It's such
You
a
hadn't
good
got
song.
all these songs. You still haven't got it right.
Look, I'm looking right at them, and I know which ones I listen to all the time. You Got That Right is incredible.
I think there's never been a better song written by anybody, anywhere, than I Never Dreamed. Never. You can, anything. I don't care what band, what record, what song, I Never Dreamed is right there. And you never heard it on radio or anything, but of course I listened to the records until I just wore them out. And I Never Dreamed was, again, one of these things that was just spine tingling. It was just so emotional and so deep that you could feel it. I mean, I just felt like I could feel Ronnie writing the song, right? Because, and I wrote a few songs in my time. I can tell you the easiest song to write is a sad song. Hard to write a happy song. Look at Jackson Browne. The saddest time of his life, he writes The Pretender, right? The whole record. He's sad as he can be. His wife's committed suicide. He writes the best of his life. Later on, when he gets happy, after he beats up Daryl Hannah, it's not as good, right? But back to Never Dreamed. The best Lynyrd Skynyrd song of all time. Agree or disagree?
As you say, I cannot judge the best of all time. I will never say the best of all time. I know I like to listen to every one of them. So
Well,
I'm not the one that's going to judge a song as best ever because they are all so good.
I Never Dreamed. Best Skynyrd song of all time. I say it's the best song of all time. So there you go. Argue with me. Let me know what you think's your best. Joe, he can't make up his mind.
I'm stumped.
Yeah, probably is no
I'm
real good
thinking
answer.
normally whatever song's playing that's Skynyrd is my favorite song at that moment. Right?
Skynyrd's on the radio, I turn it up,
This is
right?
kind of what it is.
Absolutely. It's true. It's true. I can't help myself.
Now, we all have opinions, and opinions matter, but they don't make it best or worst.
I Never Dream's the best. Okay. Until next time, this was fun. We'll get back to the serious stuff on the next episode. But until then, y'all stay cool. We'll see you next time.